Nothing. Nothing. You just gonna...
We didn't really specify who was doing the intro.
I don't give a shit. We're going.
I figured that out, considering you said nothing.
Yes.
Like, quite literally said the word nothing.
I'm sick as shit, dude. Let's go.
Well, yeah, you're kind of a sick boy. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back after that butchering of an intro. We are covering Love Hina, and we're just kind of saying whatever to, like, themes, because we're terrible at this. But we're still gonna do Love Hina because I wanted Andy here to watch it because I actually really enjoy the series.
Fair. I guess.
That's it.
I
That's it.
I just no. Can I go with just no?
What do you mean no?
Just fuck this show.
Oh my god. It seems like most of my choices for you are just you don't like them.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like you have some sort of connection to them because you watched them when you were younger. This is meant for a younger audience. I am not a younger audience.
Actually, this is designed more as like a college style humor into it.
I don't even see that.
Just with like it's more centered towards like college kids are more able to relate to it and stuff, considering dealing with like the age of like the two main characters and like the whole college entrance exams and stuff like that.
And then let's blow everything out of proportion and smack people with swords and like have people fly across the. I don't see it. I don't at all see it.
Do you understand though why I wanted to choose this particular show for when we were gonna do Unlucky Month?
For being unlucky, I get it.
Because Keitaro is the definition of unlucky.
Yes.
Literally, he's trying to behave, and then he like steps on he's walking down the hallway, and the floor breaks, and he falls into the bath where all the girls are taking a bath.
So, I kind of like deny him as a character. He's not so much a character as he is a like stress doll. Like, literally, that's his entire job in the entire show. Is just, we need a character to get beat the shit out of. Okay, we're just the main character. There you go.
I was gonna say he is the main character.
Yeah, he's the main character, which is literally a stick in the mud that people smack. Like,
well, yeah, he's supposed to be like he's supposed to get into those situations because okay, the whole theme of this is dude named Keitaro keeps failing getting into Tokyo University and he wants to get in there because it's a promise he made with a girl when he was like 5 or some shit. And
so delusional as fuck.
He keeps failing, gets kicked out of his parents' house. Wants to go move in with his grandmother who owns an inn. Goes to the inn, ends up walking in on a girl. It has an open hot spring bath or whatever. Goes in, girl comes in. She doesn't realize that it's not who she thinks it is. Starts chasing him. He gets the shit kicked out of him. Then his aunt shows up to be like, "Hey, your grandmother actually left to go because she's having like the oldest midlife crisis ever. Wants to go be awesome and explore the world." Yeah, you can run this hotel. Actually, got converted into into like a girls' dormitory, and guess what? You're gonna run it now.
'Cause fuck common sense.
Because clearly, a guy running an all-girls dorm is the best solution.
Yeah, no, and it's not like there aren't jobs or nothing else that he could possibly do.
Well, considering he even described he has like no skills whatsoever at anything, and he is just like the shittiest human being ever.
Yeah,
like he is below. He is like a normal. He's like a shitty normal person. Like he is below average on everything.
I just
All right. Well, we know that you don't recommend it, obviously a lot of people well, everybody probably nobody watched our top like fives of every what thing or whatever. This was my number five on like my top favorite like anime things is because I this was the first manga series I ever read ever, like legitimate manga series, and my brother got me into it, and like I was kind of younger, so I didn't understand a lot of the jokes that were being displayed or and like just told and everything like that. But when I as I got older and I reread it, I actually got a new appreciation for it, and I think it's a really funny series.
Have you watched the anime?
Yes,
How does
it's
the
actually
anime stack up to the?
they skip quite a few things and like it's different in certain degrees, but more or less it's pretty accurate to the anime. Like I it's just I haven't watched the anime in like like longer than last time I read the series. What was the final episode of the anime?
I don't know. I didn't get there.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
I told you that one episode completely fucking lost me, and I'm just like I can't even go back.
what episode? I forgot.
That was the episode with Sue. And
Oh, where
Sue had
where,
the full moon or whatever turns
yeah,
into like
during
magical
like
girl
the
crap, and I'm
yeah,
like, I'm so done right now.
yeah, it's that they never really kind of fully explained that, if I remember correctly.
See, like up
It
to
could,
that point, it was kind of cheeky, and it was like, oh, all right, I guess, I could see
they
it.
okay,
And then
they
like
never
as soon as it comes up to that, as soon as I saw that episode, I'm all like, nope, I'm completely checked out now.
they never really elaborate on that. That's like the only instance that it like is really a thing, if I remember correctly.
It's the most
It
ridiculous random crap I've ever heard of.
they wanted to kind of give a little bit of backstory onto who Sue's character is.
Yeah, but you think you could come up with a better way than that? Like, that was just random and, ugh.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this series. It's just a very simple, like like good humored anime. Like it isn't like they don't just throw you through a loop with stuff.
I like how he like saves that one girl like right at the beginning, and then she's like never in it for the rest of the series.
Oh,
What's her
saved it.
name? The little girl, you know what I'm talking about. Mahira, I think it was.
Mahara?
Mahira?
Oh, Shinobu.
The one with the blue hair.
Yeah, Shinobu.
Yeah.
She's moved in.
Well, no, she moved in, but like in the series, like you just don't see her again.
That's actually something that the anime differs from the manga.
Okay.
In the manga, she was already a tenant of the house.
All right, that's super weird. I was just like the
Yeah,
whole thing was the intro to that, and I'm all like, all right, let's just forget about people already. Like we're 3 episodes in, haven't seen hide or hair of the fucking person we met in the first one.
She actually plays like important parts and stuff because she's basically takes over as she's the cook and of the entire house. Like that's like that is her responsibility. She is the cook.
Yeah, but when does that actually come up?
It comes up quite often in the manga, and I'm slowly starting to remember the anime a little bit. Yeah, they kind of throw her aside a little bit, but she has like the biggest crush on Keitaro.
I do remember that.
Yeah, she has a giant lady boner for him, which is weird considering she's in middle school.
Yeah.
Or like first high school, but he's graduated.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is just awkward.
And it's just amazing how it towards the end, just every single female just gets a giant lady boner for him.
Like, the development isn't there, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, but we like you," and it's just all like, "No, that's not how. This is just awkward." No,
That's one issue I had when I read the series, and that I read the series before I watched the anime, and like a lot of things were different about it. Like I said, they cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
a
no.
lot of character development, pretty much.
And like I think that's where the biggest problem arises. Like you can't just destroy character development. Like
You never got to Seta, did you?
who? Which one's Seta?
The professor dude who always crashes his van.
Nope, never got there.
Oh, you never got. Oh, the dude is awesome. Oh my gosh, when he's introduced, Keitaro goes through a lot of character changes and development.
Oh, see, like I think character development needs to start like episode 1. Right?
Oh my god.
And then
No,
go from like episode 1, like at
well,
least establish
it's
people.
slow.
But,
It's
like, just
slow,
awful.
but it's slow in the beginning. I admit, like every series is slow in the beginning.
Not true.
Most longer series are slower in the beginning.
Perhaps.
Like I said,
I don't watch
longer
very many
series.
long series
Exactly.
because
Well,
long series bore me.
see, like if I get into a series, I don't care how long it goes. Like I'm gonna be sad when Fairy Tail ends.
But I'll make somebody super mad right now. I made it like 4 episodes in Naruto, and I'm all like, I can't stand this shit any longer.
Okay, was it just the like very 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 like beginning Naruto, or was it Shippuden?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't even know. It might have been in the middle of a season. I've been like, oh, okay, so I'm like catching up or whatever, and they're like cool abilities. I'm like, all right, awesome. And like, this has some cool concepts in it, and now I'm fucking bored. Bye, bitch.
I hate it because Naruto suffers from a lot of like it. I liked. Okay, we're not gonna get into that can of worms. Like that's not. We could discuss that in a different episode.
But like, I just said that as an example, right? Like,
yes.
like as a longer series, I can watch a few episodes, and then like if the progress isn't like evident, then it's just all like, and I'm done.
This at least this series isn't that long, but regardless, it's one of those things where like the fact that you didn't finish it when like one of the best characters didn't even get introduced yet. He's hardly in it, but he's whenever he's in it, he's awesome. Primarily because it's like anytime he shows up to a scene, he literally he's driving his van and he just crashes it, just like action movie rolls in it, just comes out and like just blood is streaming down his face and he's just smiling. He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
All right, so
And he's an archaeologist. That's his job.
all right, so like my question in response to that is, how can somebody in the situation me, right, be checked out before the last of the characters are introduced?
Because you get bored very easily.
Like, what the fuck?
I've noticed with you, it's more or less if every episode isn't different, you get kind of bored.
I mean, don't get me again. I was with it up until the fucking magical girl crap, and I'm all like, and hell no.
Did you even meet Mutsumi?
Mitsume, which one's Mitsume?
Orihime?
I don't know.
The really, really, really ditzy girl?
I mean, all of the girls seem pretty fucking ditzy.
Oh no, she takes it to a whole new level. So you didn't meet the turtle. You didn't even meet Tama yet.
Dude, I didn't meet shit. Like,
oh gosh.
Like there was okay, in this series there is no hook. It's not there. I mean, unless you are literally just like, boobs, better watch the series. Like, there is no hook.
My hook was I just wanted to see what kind of shenanigans a dude running a girl's dorm would get into.
See, like, I didn't have that draw to it, where it was like, okay, so, like, high school DxD, right? All of a sudden, people are demons, and, like, they're getting burned by going near a church, or, like, people getting promoted and like all this weird stuff is happening. It's like, oh, cool. Well, how does that work? How does that function, right? In this one, it's just there's a guy running a girl's dormitory and they beat the shit out of him.
You don't really like the slice of life kind of style, do you?
If they're done well, I love them. If they are not done well, because this one really isn't slice of life. Because this one is just ridiculous, right? This is trying to be something that it doesn't set up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go with one of my favorites, right? Like one of my favorite shows is Nichijou, right? Which is a slight quote unquote slice of life, but the thing is set up as ridiculous like SNL skits throughout the entire series. This one doesn't have that kind of a setup or that kind of follow through. If that makes sense. I don't know if that like because I don't think you've ever seen Nichijou.
No, I haven't.
But like SYD does something similar, right? Where they have the setup and the setups are within themselves and like completely separate from the rest of the episode that it's in.
Well, the thing is with SID, what I noticed is what they did was brilliant with it, which can't really apply to this one because this one's more of a story. SYD was like each time it did one of those things where it just popped up like the words or whatever at the end of like a scene. That was technically the end of the manga strip.
Exactly.
And they just went on to the next strip.
So like
each little segment was like its own story. Only a few of them were connected.
But that's what I'm saying is like this one's set up in a way that it's supposed to be an ongoing story, but they tried to cut it up into these little segments per episode and it doesn't work.
Well, each one kind of has a little bit of importance because it tells every little thing is a little bit of character development.
See, I didn't see that in like a lot of them.
Like it's all going towards like pretty much building who the characters are as a person and like them slowly changing because of these experiences. Because none of the experiences are like traumatic or like large enough that like it's going to cause like a huge change in them immediately. Like with DxD, it's not like, oh, I died and now I'm resurrected, so I'm instantly powerful.
But no, the whole reason why I brought DxD into it is because that was a hook, right?
I know, but that's what I'm saying is it's not gonna have that kind of hook, like that, and I don't know. I figure like I almost figured that you weren't gonna like this because obviously you didn't like Oh My Goddess either.
No. I wasn't a fan. I appreciated it for what it was. This one is hard for me to even say that because I think actually, you know what? I'm not going to make any judgment on the manga. The manga might be excellent, but like it didn't follow through where it should have followed through if it was trying to be a straight through story or if it wanted to be more of like the cut highlights of what the manga was. It didn't do that well either.
Yeah, the manga, I prefer the manga, I'm not gonna lie. It's just...
But does that make sense? As someone who hasn't seen or hasn't read the manga, like...
I guess, but like, the anime wasn't bad, but it's thinking about it, it kind of suffers from what some differences between like the manga itself is only 123 chapters. It's only 14 volumes. Like that's tiny in comparison to other series. But at the same time, it's a little bit longer than like other like super short ones. But because I don't know, it's weird.
But I don't know. I just wanted to be like, like
Because
it cut things that I think needed to be in there.
yeah,
Or
because
if
it does cut a lot. Like I said, it did cut a lot of stuff out because they had to keep it within a certain amount of episodes and they couldn't air everything. Because think of it like this: look at Death Note. Death Note, the manga's only 12 issues. 12, yeah, it's 12 issues. It's only 109 chapters.
yep,
Which means and didn't it span over like 2 seasons?
yeah, it was a 2-seasoner.
Yeah, and each season was what, at least like 20 episodes?
I'm not sure about that one.
I'll look it up because I'm curious, but it's one of those things where like they're they were able to find a lot of filler because even in the manga for Death Note, there was just a lot of stuff that just could have been boiled down to a summary
Yeah. Well,
because they repeated a lot of crap.
Well, I mean, what I wanted to put it is that like, okay, so you cut out a lot of the stuff, but it's not even like a good highlight reel of what happens, right? Like, because you don't have that part that's missing.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
Death Note was 37 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah,
Like,
no, I'm saying they had to commit to something. Like they had to commit it to a longer runtime if they really wanted to.
yeah. Meanwhile, where is it? There it is. Meanwhile, Love Hina was 25 episodes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like it's one of those things where like Death Note was like I'm bringing up Death Note because we just released that special, because timestamps and videos is awesome. It was shorter manga, but it had more episodes. While this one was longer but had less.
To be fair, Death Note had a lot of like small plays that happened. Like, yes, they might have not been in the original manga, but I don't think the anime suffered from that because it was just little things, and those little things added up to a lot of chaos. I don't know.
Are you talking about Death Note
in
or
Death
Love
Note?
Hina?
In Death Note.
Yeah.
But like, if Love Hina was a longer anime series, right? Let's just say it had all the stuff from the manga in it, right? Like, even if they had to add some smaller filler stuff in there, which they didn't have to because they had a longer series, right? It probably would have benefited from that. Like, some filler is necessary because of the nature of the medium. Like,
yeah, no, that's like they didn't have filler. Like there's a lot, like some series what they classify as filler is actually does happen in the manga, but it's not as long, or like it's just something that's like very briefly brought up. But like some other mangas don't have filler in it.
see, I don't know. We're completely off track on this one.
Well, we're discussing why it's not really like appealing to some people,
Yeah.
aka you,
Well,
which
okay. Like I just just the way I explained it is that like they cut too much. They needed to have more time to produce what the show was missing, right?
yeah,
And then they also needed, or like if they focused their cuts differently, it might have been okay. But like the way that they have it cut, the way they released it, it left out development of characters that I might have cared about, right? And then it threw in stuff that seemed like just thrown together and completely random.
yeah. But you also got to figure this is kind of an older anime.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not like putting it down because of age.
It's dated. I was gonna say it's kind of dated from the way things are done now. So
Yeah, but
I think it. Yeah, I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna change your mind.
no,
I had no intention of.
no. I just wanted to be like clear on how how I came to that conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, there are some series you've shown me that I didn't like.
Oh yeah, but like I know they're bad, so like
Nah, you didn't think that about Prison School.
no, that one's great for all the wrong reasons.
I
Which I knew you wouldn't like it because it's again for all the wrong reasons, but like oh, it's so bad.
was actually thinking about Prison School while I was at work the last like 2 nights ago.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know. It just got brought into my brain. I was just thinking about it.
I took a couple gifts from online for that, so I've been like messing with people with them.
Wow.
Like what's his name? Like on the chain link fence, like freaking out.
Wow.
They wouldn't let me into chat, so I had to give them something to like let me in.
Wow.
I was having fun.
You and your gifts, man.
Well, that's just like I think that's another thing too, right? Like there isn't like any like true fodder in this one, right? Like clippable moments. There's not too many. Because of course it relies on context, which I think the whole thing relies on context and the cutout context.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there are some series where like Prison School where you can just grab random stuff that is said and people go, "What the fuck?"
Exactly. Which I found amusing, but like as a narrative, it's not a very good narrative. I'm not gonna give it the benefit of it being a great narrative. But
No.
like if you're running a narrative based show, you can't cut shit. Like or like when you do cut shit, it has to be like, I don't know, random magical girl flying around in the middle of the city because red moon something or other. Like
She wasn't flying around the city. It was at the inn.
well, yes, it was at the end. But at that point, like I was checked out, right? Like and that was filler. Like there was no
Actually, it gave a background of where the like kind of where Sue is from and like who she was as a person.
that was just such a bad way to do it.
But it's in the manga too.
See, what I think they should have done is they should have been like, okay, we'll cut that part, just make it like, just put like a little bit of a line in there, be like, hey, she's blah, 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 and then be done with it because like it doesn't fit the context of anything else that happened in the show.
But it displayed like Sue growing closer to Keitaro. That was the point of that episode. Was because she realized that Keitaro reminded her a lot of her brother.
See, I just think that could have been done differently, and I would have been okay with it.
But that's the way it was.
Yeah, I just disagree with the narrative. That's all it is. Like,
because you didn't just take it with a grain of salt, you little bitch.
I don't take things with a grain of salt. All right, like my friend took me to what was the movie with the giant mechs and them fighting like these giant monsters that came from the ocean? Pacific Rim. There you go. So like in Pacific Rim, like I come out of the movie and my friend's like, dude, that movie was awesome. And I'm all like, dude, ships don't work that way. You can't swing them like bats. And like he's just like
it's almost like it's a movie.
But I went through everything. I'm all like, why not just run things that look like, I don't know, ships? Because, you know, ships are efficient as opposed to having a giant man-looking thing in the middle of the ocean. That doesn't seem very cost or effective. Like, it doesn't even seem effective.
Dude, it's the closest thing to a live-action Gundam movie we got, so shut the fuck up.
But, like, that's just
Shut the fuck up.
God damn it. All right. Fuck it. Do we have anything else on our list?
No, we pretty much went over everything, minus the well, no, I kind of gave what the plot was, so.
Okay. Yeah, plot. Guy is a stick. He gets beat up. Girls.
Yeah.
Want to get college, whatever.
Do you have a suggestion for next week? Because otherwise, I have a I have one that we've talked about multiple
Uh,
times on here, but we never actually reviewed yet.
shit, I sent you one, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did. I forgot what it
I
was
already
though.
fucking sent you one, and I don't remember what the fuck it was either.
I've been too busy playing Persona 5,
Ko-
which is a fantastic game.
Kodomo no Jaiken.
Sure, what you said.
I think that's what it. I'm gonna copy this. Yeah, Komodo no Jaiken. There. I'll post it on the fucking screen too. I don't care. At this point, I just don't care anymore. We're just gonna put text in.
I already had it in my Skype, but I'm away from my computer that's running Skype.
I'm just gonna put text in. I'll post it on the fucking screen because I can't brain good.
I don't see it because my Skype is minimized, so all I'm seeing is my Monster Masumi background.
Oh, well. Hey, that's one that you suggested that I kind of liked.
No, you got mad at me.
Well, no, that was just poor timing, right? Like, I actually didn't mind the series, but like, it was just poor timing.
More of Konosuba Season 2 is out.
Oh, don't tell me about that.
Well, no. I was just checking because last I knew they were on episode 7, but it looks like 10 for Season 2 is out, and I'm wondering if it's just 10 episodes a season.
Did Kaijo Season 2 come out yet?
I don't know. I'll look, but we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah,
So.
we've got 31 minutes, so yeah, probably.
Oh God, yeah, no. Bye, people.
Bye. Watch the show I suggested. Go for it. Then you can make fun of us for not knowing what the fuck we're talking about.
Bye.